Now, Heartland Sports with Luke Randall.
After mud volleyball and vaulting yesterday, back to the basics. The Babe Ruth State Tournament opening in Charleston, Missouri. It's the qualifier for the Babe Ruth Midwest Plains Regional. Several teams competing this year at Hillhouse Park, but unfortunately just 3 innings to the first game of the day. Rain, and a lot of it. So the rest of the action Sunday was postponed. So we will resume tomorrow. This is the original bracket. Keep in mind, a lot of these times will have to change due to none of the games being completed today. Squirrels 18U versus SEMO Perfectos. That will resume in the 3rd inning tomorrow. Perfectos were leading 3-0. Then Missouri Bulls versus SEMO Jumbos. Squirrels 19U versus Bottom Seam Aces. Now GSR Elite, they were the only team with a bye. You see them up there near the top. They are the reigning state champions. They'll look to reclaim that title again this summer. DuQuoin State Fairgrounds Racetrack playing host to the American Flat Track Series, the motorcycle racing series. They go fast. Racing was supposed to be last night, ended up getting rained out, moved to this afternoon. The premier races are just starting up now. Haven't seen a lot of news this week for recruiting, but still, there are a few signings, commitments, things there. Donovan Rising senior Kenna Kirby earned an offer to play for Three Rivers College. Kirby helped lead the Donettes to being state runners-up last year. Not an offer, but this is a very exciting opportunity. Sikeston Rising junior Sean Cole Jr. has been selected to represent the USA and play in the 2027 Pyrenees Basket Cup next summer in Spain and France. Now, him and his family, they have to raise funds to make this trip. It's a pretty lengthy endeavor. They're taking donations on Venmo and Cash App. Cole Jr., as you can see, he was clutch last season for Sikeston, hit the big-time shot that sent Sikeston to the Final Four over Vianney. Finally, to wrap a signing, Hayden Rawls, the former Anna Jonesboro High School and Shawnee Community College baseball player, signing to play D1 baseball at Southern Illinois. Rawls has been killing it for Thrillville this season, and he earned a spot in the Prospect League All-Star Game. Speaking of the Thrillbillies, they're playing right now on the road at Kokomo, currently scoreless through 4 innings. The Cape Catfish just started. They are also scoreless. And the Cardinals, unable to get the series sweep today in Chicago, they return to host Milwaukee on Monday night.